Hey guys, so I just got done doing my right hand or my left hand, and now I'm going to be moving on and doing my right hand. I already applied my tips, did my prep, and built up the nails with my clear builder gel and filed and buffed them. Now I'm just going in with my base coat before I apply the gel polish. And after I get the base gel on, I cure that for 30 seconds. So now I'm going in with this black gel polish. This came in a cat eye gel polish set off of Temu. And then after I get the gel polish on, I cure it for a full 60 seconds. This black gel polish was actually really good. As you can see here, this is just one coat of it. It's not 100% fully opaque. There are some little sheer spots that you can see, but it has really good coverage and it's really pigmented. It is also a little bit on the thicker side, but overall this was a really good black gel polish in my opinion. So for my right hand, since I had just finished doing my left hand and that jawbreaker set, if you watched that video, then you know it was a little bit challenging, and it did take me quite a long time to do it just because of the different layers, and then doing those two like aquarium, but they aren't aquarium nails. I don't really know what to call them since they don't have the liquid in them, but it did take me a while to do those, and I didn't want to do that again on my left hand because, or my right hand, because it does take me longer and is a bit more difficult for me to do my right hand since I'm doing it with my left hand and I am right-handed. So I was trying to figure out what to do, and I asked my mom like if she had any ideas of what to do, and she suggested to do the gobstopper box because my other hand was jawbreakers, and gobstoppers are kind of like jawbreakers, and I was going to do that, but then I decided I didn't want to do all the different colored circles that were on it. I just felt like that was going to take a long time, and I really didn't want to spend too much time doing my right hand. So I decided to do a like cat eye type of design with like the chrome designs on top that's like super popular right now. I think it's like Y2K designs or something like that. I don't know. But so I decided to do that instead. So as you can see, I am doing a second layer of the black. I probably could have just left it with the one layer since I am doing the cat eye on top, but I wanted to make sure that everything was covered. And like I said, I'm super impressed with this black gel polish. Sometimes those cheaper, lower quality gel polishes aren't all that great, but especially like the blacks and the whites, but this one was really good and I got really good coverage with it. So this cat eye kit that I have, it comes with 5 different cat eye polishes along with that black polish, and it has a double-ended magnet that has the square magnet here on this side and the circle on the other side. And since there are 5 different cat eyes, I'm going to do one for each nail. This one is the green one. I think it's supposed to have like a little bit of a yellow like shift to it, like go from green to yellow, although you can't really see the yellow at all. It's mainly just green. So when you do cat eye, you want to apply the polish down, and then you don't want to cure it. You want to go in with your magnet, do your design, and then once you get it how you want it, then that is when you cure it. I did only flash cure at first, and then once I got all 5 of the nails done, I did go back in and do a 60-second cure. So this is my first time really doing any kind of cat eye design. I've never really messed around with cat eye. I do have a couple other that I bought, but I haven't done anything with those yet. I think I did use one of them in like one of my nail hack videos, but I had to look up like how to do cat eyes and like different ways to use the magnets, and the tutorial that I saw, one of the designs that she did, she just ran the magnet along the perimeter of the nails and brought like all of the magnetized glitters to the middle of the nail, so then the edges were black, and when you would tilt the nail it kind of looked like the color was disappearing and it was just a plain black nail. And I really liked how that looked and thought it would go well with what I was planning to do on top of them. And this is how they're looking after I got all of the cat eye on and magnetized and everything. I think these look so cool, and I really love the color shifts in them. And I also want to mention that the cat eye cures without a sticky layer. I don't know if that's common for cat eyes or if this is just one of those brands that happens to cure without a sticky layer, but I also just wanted to show them in different lighting. So I had the in sunlight lighting, and here is with the flash, just so you guys can kind of see how they look and from all the different angles and in the different lighting. So I did do my thumb off camera just because I wasn't really sure what I was going to do. I kind of had a general idea, but I wasn't sure how to go about it. I also never used this metallic gel paint, so I wanted to try and test it and get a hang of it first before I go in and do anything on the rest of my nails. So I'm just taking this silver metallic paint and just going in with a liner brush and drawing on different designs. I know it's kind of blurry right now and out of focus. I'm not used to filming me doing my right hand. I usually only film me doing my left hand because I always have the same design on both hands for the most part. So I don't really know how to position myself and like hold my hand so that way it's not in the way and causing the camera to go out of focus. But as you can see, I'm just drawing on some different lines. Those curved ones down at the bottom, I do wipe off and go with the straight lines like I did up at the top. I just felt like the straight lines looked better than those curvy lines. So I've been seeing everyone doing like the chrome and the Y2K designs and everything, and I've really been liking them and how different they all look, and I wanted to do it, and I thought it would look really cool to do like the chrome lines and dots and stuff on top of the cat eye. I thought it would kind of give it like that Y2K look, but also kind of look futuristic a little bit. So I just started doing some random lines, some little squiggly bits. I did some dots. There really was no rhyme or reason as to what I was doing or why I was doing it. I kind of just did whatever I felt like doing, keeping in mind that like Y2K designs that, were popular then, which was very much like lines and dots and kind of like abstract type of stuff. So I just went with the flow, kind of did whatever felt right. And for this nail, I didn't flash cure anything in between. I did do everything all in one go. I didn't really feel like I needed to flash cure anything. On some of the other nails, I would go in and flash cure, just whenever I felt like I needed to, especially if I wasn't sure like where I was going with the design and I felt like I needed to flash cure it when I liked something and I didn't want it to get messed up if I did something else that I didn't end up liking. I did flash cure the pointer finger after I got everything on and before I moved on to my middle nail, however. So this like metallic chrome gel polish here, I did wipe it off right here because I didn't like what I was doing right there, but it's a little bit hard to wipe off. It kind of spreads out first before actually coming off. So if you do happen to purchase this brand, just keep that in mind that it's going to spread before it comes off. But this gel, this metallic gel, it's like really thin, but it doesn't run everywhere on the nail when you're doing your nail art. I have had some thinner gel polishes that I've used for nail art that kind of run and spread when you apply them to the nail, so you kind of got to be quick and like flash cure a lot. But with this one, even though it is super thin, it almost kind of even feels a little bit watery to me, but it doesn't move at all. Once you get it on the nail, it's stuck there. It doesn't run, it doesn't bleed or anything, which is really nice and makes it a lot easier to do your nail art, especially with something like this where it's lots of lines and there is some overlap. You're not getting that like dragging or mixing or anything, which is really nice. I also want to mention that with this chrome gel, you do have to be really careful to make sure that your layers are super thin, otherwise it will wrinkle. I mean, you do have to do that anyhow with any gel polish. Make sure you're doing thin layers, otherwise you'll get wrinkling when you cure. But I felt like it was way easier for this to wrinkle up than other gel polishes. Like, it had to be, you have to really make sure that your layers are super thin, but it's okay if they're super thin because this stuff is super pigmented. I didn't have to go over anything multiple times or do multiple layers to get a nice opaqueness on it. So these two little squiggly things that I drew on here, I did end up wiping them off and just doing one big one there in the middle. I didn't really like how the two little ones looked. I thought it looked better with just one. As you can see there, I also added in some dots. This chrome gel also cures without a sticky layer. I think that's because so you don't have to top coat it, and it still has that, keeps that like chrome silver shine to it. I did, however, cure it, one, because I did have the cat eye underneath, and I did have to wipe some of the designs from the silver off, and it made the cat eye lose its shine. Also, I've never used this before, so I'm not really sure how well it would hold up without a top coat. I wasn't sure if it would chip off or anything, and I didn't really want to risk that. And I know with some of the chrome gel polishes that have come out will kind of lose their shine. If you top coat them, it kind of dulls them out a little bit, so it is better to not top coat some of them. But I don't feel like with this brand the top coat affected it at all. Like, it didn't make it dull or anything. I feel like it looks the same whether it was top coated or not. After I had gotten all of the chrome on, I did go ahead and do a full 60-second cure to make sure everything was 100% completely cured. Now I'm just going in with my top coat and I cure that for 60 seconds. And then afterwards I go in with my cuticle oil to rehydrate my skin. And this is how they turned out. I think they look super cool. Here I'm going to show you the like wrinkling on some of the different chrome parts. So you can see here on the dots and the lines and the dots here, it mainly happened to me on the dots. I think just because it's when you do the dots, it's kind of like a little glob of gel polish. It was easy to make it too thick, so it caused the wrinkling. If you do use this, just be very careful and make sure your layers are super thin. That way you avoid the wrinkling. So other than the little bit of wrinkling that I did get on the chrome, I do think these turned out really good, and I really love how they look. They really give that like Y2K vibe, but they also kind of give a little bit of a futuristic vibe. When I finished these, the sun was already setting, so I didn't get a sunlight shot the day I finished them, but I thought they looked really cool. Not in the sunlight, you kind of see more of the color shift between the two colors of the cat eyes in this lighting. And since I really wanted a sunlight shot, I did go out the next day and get that so you could see the cat eye in multiple different lightings. And if you've watched any of my other videos, then you know I'm not really a fan of having two different designs on my hands. I like to have the same design on both hands, but that Jawbreaker set was a little challenging and took a lot longer than I was expecting it. I also really wasn't feeling like doing my right hand, but I needed to get it done. So I decided to go with something that was a little more simple and easier for me to do, just so I can get it done real quick and just be done with doing my nails. And it's so funny because they both give off two like completely different vibes. Like the Jawbreaker is super fun and colorful and cheerful, while I feel like this chrome cat eye look is more like dark and moody kind of. And I just feel like that really showcases my personality. Like I really enjoy super fun cutesy stuff, but I also really like the dark and spooky stuff. And this clip here where it's the low lighting with the flash is probably my favorite because you can really see the cat eye effect. But yeah, I really love this set and I'm super happy with how it turned out, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it too. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video.